Olive Entertainment recently released the Chuck Norris exploitation-ish trucker film called Breaker Breaker, which is one of the more fun Chuck Norris movies, even though he does not have his signature mustache or beard here. Basically, he's a truck driver, big shock, and he lets his brother take a load of stuff somewhere, but he hits a speed trap and ends up in Texas City, California, which is kind of a little jerry-rigged town ran by a crooked drunk judge and his henchmen, which are doubling as police officers. They basically do speed traps, get truckers in there, either get money, get their load, or who knows what else. They do a lot of weird things. So basically, when he finds out what's going on, Chuck Norris rushes into action like only he can, and he fights the bad guys until he can figure out where his brother is. He even manages to find love along the way. Now, if you're a big Chuck Norris fan, this is a movie you'll want to see. I am, so I really enjoyed it. I think, action-wise, it's probably one of his better ones. Maybe not overall as good as the spectacle that is Invasion USA or Missing in Action, but for pure action, karate action, and that dry Chuck Norris, whatever it is he has, this movie has that and then some. And it is, like I said, it's really like an exploitation flick in a lot of ways. It looks like one. The transfer-wise, it kind of looks like one, because it isn't the best-looking movie you're going to find, but it still looks good, and it has that old-school look that a lot of exploitation cheaper films have. It doesn't really have any extras. I think this may have a trailer on it, but that's it. And it also has a very awkward ending. I mean, it has an awesome ending that takes place in a bit of like a ring made out of a horse stable. But, there's some holes in it if you want to really get into details. I don't want to get into details because that would spoil it if you haven't seen it. But it feels in a lot of ways like it's incomplete. Like maybe they ran out of money or something happened and they didn't quite get to go all the way with it. It kind of gets to a certain point and then you kind of have to fill in the blanks yourself, which is kind of the only negative thing I could say about Breaker Breaker, because I love the movie otherwise. I love the action. I like this release. I like this cover, as you can see here. Like Olive, sometimes they go out their way and they do a lot of extras, especially if they're doing like the slasher video stuff. But with their own stuff here lately, they're kind of skimpy on the extras. This one, like I said, doesn't have any. It looks good still, and it's nice to have this, because the only other way that I had this film was a double feature VHS of this and Lone Wolf McQuade, which I wish somebody would get out on Blu-ray as fast as they could, because that's probably my overall favorite Chuck Norris film of all time. Next to Missing in Action, you get that in there, and basically it's plain Jane after that. So if you like Chuck Norris movies, you're going to love this. If you don't care much for him, then you're probably going to hate this, because this is about as Chuck Norris as you can get. So that's from Olive Entertainment. It's Breaker Breaker. It's from 1970-something or another, 1977, and it looks like it's from 1977. So if you love Chuck Norris, there you go. And if you don't, you might want to avoid it at all costs. Me personally, I love it, but that's just me.